everybody, and welcome to Life in a Shell. I am your host, Christina Schell, and welcome back to another episode. Okay, today's episode, we're going to keep it short and sweet and super inspiring. And then I'm going to play you a song that I cannot stop rocking out to. You guys, I came on here just to say a few things that have been on my mind lately. And number one, leave room for magic. Leave the door wide open for magic, for like the unimaginable opportunities to come to you and for them just to, for you to receive them. I personally think the key to receiving magic, the sweet spot, is leaving room for the universe to do its thing, to not force things too much. You know, when you force like a relationship, a friendship, a job, things do not work. It feels so stressful and like nobody needs any cortisol spikes here. And I'm learning, if I just kind of take a little bit of a beat, if I give myself a room to just be and to kind of take a step back and leave the door open for the universe to do its thing, really amazing opportunities have been coming my way. And I just dare you to get a little rebellious and just let the universe do its thing. Obviously work hard, have your goals, do your thing, but don't stress yourself out to burnout, because I did that for so long and I'm just like not about it anymore. And I'm realizing when I don't stress too much and I just take a step back, I'm getting really cool opportunities coming in that I couldn't even imagine. And I dare you to live in that a little bit. So a little fun update. Last week, I was in Victoria, and I absolutely love Victoria. I'm realizing Victoria is a place for me where I can go, take a moment to relax, have a little reset. And whenever I'm in Victoria, I always like zoom out, and so many things just fall into place. I realize what I want going forward. I realize what I don't want going forward. And overall, it was a fantastic time. It was so beautiful, so sunny. I did some very cool collaborations. I started the trip with an amazing collaboration with Harbour Air. They flew me to Victoria. From downtown Vancouver to downtown Victoria, you guys, only takes 30 minutes. And when I flew there and when I flew home, it was the most beautiful sunny days. And the views from above were absolutely gorgeous. It's the only way now I want to travel to Victoria because it was so fast and so speedy. Don't get me wrong, the views on the ferry are also beautiful, but it takes a few hours. And honestly, I highly, highly recommend it. It was such a cool experience. I then did a collaboration with Hotel Z Victoria. And I've talked about Hotel Z Victoria before because I did do a collaboration with them a few months ago. This time around, I stayed in the Rebel Room and it was so groovy. There was a disco ball. There was Garfield, this vintage phone that I was just obsessed with. It had this really awesome mural that was very like 80s, had palm trees. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos next few days on my Instagram, so make sure you go check it out. I also have a fantastic code that they gave me to share with all of you listeners. For Hotel Z, when you are booking for any of their locations in either Victoria, Tofino, or Kelowna, you can use my code SHELL, SCHELL, and that really does help when you're booking with hotels. You really do get to save a good amount with that code, which is really awesome, and you can use it at all of the Hotel Z locations. When I checked out of Hotel Z, I checked into this beautiful loft that's an Airbnb in downtown Victoria, and it's my favorite place. There's brick, it's an open concept, and I always just feel so inspired in that space. And the best part about this Airbnb that I stay at in the downtown core is 5% goes back to the creative community in Victoria. So that's pretty cool. Now, I made this connection with this wonderful woman named Stacy that runs such a fun, gorgeous vintage store. It is called Cream Life and Style. And I went in one day while I was in Victoria and I played dress up and I took a bunch of content and photos, and I can't wait to show you guys all the fun pieces that she has. I shopped. I got some really cute pieces. I got this amazing long jean vintage skirt that fits me so perfect. I also got this blazer that's a leopard print and it has like this diamond clasp. I tried it on and it was like a tad snug, and I was like, no, I must make it work because I need this. I don't know about you guys, but when I need a vintage piece and I don't get it, it will haunt me in my dreams. And I was not going to allow that to happen. But yeah, when you're in Victoria next, make sure you go check out Cream Life and Style. It is in Fernwood and it's such a fun, gorgeous shop that has a bunch of vintage, and also it's a collective. So on top of Cream Life and Style, there's also some other vintage sellers that have a collection in the shop, and it is such a beautiful collective, and I can't wait to go back and I can't wait to show you guys all of the pieces I got to try on and all the content I took. And then on that same day, I got invited to go eat at a dumpling shop, and something about me is I love food and I love dumplings. So I was like, absolutely. The shop is called Dumpling Drop and the dumplings were delicious. And I also had some mango sticky rice and drool. I would like to go back and eat that like right this moment. But yeah, I had such a fantastic time, and Victoria is so beautiful. And I'm actually off to Schell. I'm doing a collaboration with Harbor Air. Christina Schell goes to Schell, and I cannot wait to fill you guys in and talk about this on the next podcast episode. So that's going to be fun. I'm all booked in to this beautiful waterfront hotel resort called Tasuga Beach Inn, and it looks absolutely luxurious. So I'm really looking forward to it. So I had this realization in Victoria, and I have been so excited to create this podcast and talk about it. And I've been talking about it with a few clients of mine in my mentorship sessions, and I feel like this is a great reminder, and I just feel like somebody needs to hear this. You guys, it doesn't have to look the same as others. It can look however the heck you want it to look for yourself. For example, sometimes I feel like these podcasts have to be 30 minutes. And I'm like, girl, they can be in any kind of format that I want. It's my podcast and I can put out whatever I want. Maybe some podcast episodes are 3 minutes, or maybe some podcast episodes are going to be under 15 minutes like today's, or maybe sometimes they are going to be 30 minutes. But please remember, whatever you are doing, it doesn't have to look like everybody else. And that is something that I am continuously reminding myself. I have so many huge, big Delulu dreams for this podcast that I am going to make Trululu. And sometimes I just get so wrapped up in the structure of like how other people are doing their podcasts. And I'm like, girl, take a step back, zoom out. Be original. Make it how you want to make it. On the last podcast episode I just released, I started a new series called Room Service Conversations, which is really exciting because I've been doing so many hotel collaborations. And I'm like, how can I really align this with the podcast? So that's something we're working on, which is fun. And I really want to start interviewing bands on camera and bringing it into the podcast. And that's really fun. I also have my call-in series, Call Me On My Shell, which we're going to have some really fun upcoming episodes with some call-ins coming up soon. So stay tuned. But again, whatever you're doing, if it's an art form or your job, or this can relate to anything that you do in your life. It doesn't have to look like everybody else. And I dare you to be a rebel and lead with how you want to do things, how you want it to look, and just stick to that. So yeah, I guess I just really wanted to remind you today that you should just do it your way and keep going and don't give up. Don't compare yourself. There's only one of you, which is really special and very iconic. And when you do it your way, that's badass energy. Anyways, that's all I really truly wanted to say on this podcast episode today. Just give that little reminder. Keep this episode really short and sweet. Do it the way I want to do it. And ooh, we are going to rock and roll in a hot second here. Today's podcast song to close off the show is So Hot. Literally, it is called It's Hot with an exclamation mark because it is. It is from one of my favorite bands, T-Bird and the Breaks. They're from Austin, Texas. They're badass, they're groovy, and yeah, it's hot. And I have been listening to this song on repeat. It is a song I must choreograph to because, yeah, I just can't stop dancing to it. And I know you guys are going to like it too. You guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Life in a Shell. I can't wait for next week's episode. Come say hi on Instagram at Christina Schell. And please make sure that you are following on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you are tuning in from. I also want to mention, if you would like to be a sponsor of Life in a Shell podcast, send me a message over on Instagram. I would absolutely love to chat with you. If you want to help support the show, support a woman in the arts, me. There's a link in the show notes that you can go check out, and you can also find that link over on my socials in the bio. Okay, y'all, it is time to rock out, so get up, shake your booty, have the best rest of your day. This song is called It's Hot by T-Bird and the Breaks. Bye.
Like dangerously hot. It feels like 114. It's 110. Throw in the humidity, 120 degrees. That's what it feels like right now. I don't know what's going on, but it's darn hot in Meridian.
It's bush burning, brain bending, really smoking hot. My truck started melting on my way down to the swimming spot. Water was missing and the pool was dry. The lifeguard was passed out and covered in flies. Man, it's hot.
Tell me something I don't know.
This heat rising is about to give me vertigo. Like Jimmy Stewart with Kim No
am Tim.
Really nice.